guess.
Alright, so should I do things? Okay, so canonically, what do you want to do?
Justin, did you have one last question that you meant to ask? I'm sorry.
I did, but there's a lot of people. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you. It's really nice of you. All right. So now that you've gone from being relatively anonymous to all of a sudden like in this giant spotlight. Where do you go from here? Like what's the next step?
Yeah, I don't know. Disneyland? It's Halloween time right now at Disneyland, and for those of you who've been, you know that means that they take the Haunted Mansion and they turn it into a Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's so fun. Yeah. Oh, were you booing and hissing because you hate Nightmare Before Christmas? Scared for a second. But yeah, you know what I do? I go out and I do stuff like this because that's my real answer. My real answer is that what comes next is that I love doing stuff like this. I love being invited to do stuff like this. I love coming and meeting you guys. It's such an honor to have anybody want to be in a room to talk about like the best show ever. So I don't need anything past that, honestly. That's my answer to that. I'm gonna come over and say hi to the people that are asking questions. Hi. Let's do it. Plug it out. What's your question?
That line stops right there.
Alright, so canonically, Cora ends up with Mako. Well, who do you think she should end up with?
In real life?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, guys. In real life, I'm such a comedy nerd. So I would pick Bolin. Hi. What's your name?
My name's Daryl. I'm completely new to the Avatar series.
Daryl, I welcome you.
So I don't know where should I start if I'm reading or watching this series of anime.
Oh, you just have to start at the very beginning with Aang. You have to start with book 1 from the very beginning. So don't even watch Korra. You're not even going to remember you met me.
Are there going to be any novelizations of Avatar?
I don't know.
Comic books.
Comic books. Well, yeah, there are comic books. Novelizations, probably not. Unless somebody wants to get into some fanfic. Fanfiction. I love fanfiction so much. Cool. So welcome to our awesome world, Daryl.
Hey.
Hi.
All right. So not really Korra related, but I asked all semi-famous / famous people. Is that not close? Okay. Have you ever gone onto your own Wikipedia article and put true information but didn't cite it, so they deleted it thinking it wasn't really true?
I have never entered anything onto my Wikipedia page because I don't know how. And I'm always really surprised what ends up on there and what doesn't, and I don't know who's doing it, but somebody will, there will be some, factoid. And I in turn have when I interviewed Carrie Kinney Silver, who's like on Reno 911 and all these other great things, and when I interviewed her, I was like, oh, you play the banjo! And she was like, no. I was like, it's on your Wikipedia page. She goes, I know, I don't know who added it, but I'm not taking it off because I think it's hilarious.
I got a hug?
Sure. Will you add to my Wikipedia page, good hugger?
Yeah!
Awesome. Hi!
So Korra has a lot of emotional plot twists and a lot of adaptations on real life episodes and stuff. Was there any particular scene that you connected with really well?
Gosh, there's so many great moments with Tenzin that I just love, and I'm such a huge J.K. Simmons fan. The when we first, this is not answering your question, but I will answer your question in a second. But the first day I got to work with J.K. Simmons, I was so excited and so nervous, and I was in. I have like a separate booth that they put me in. Not because I'm bad, but just because I do, because so that I can talk over people if I need, whatever. Anyway, there's like this separate booth. But JK was out there, and Andrea Romano, our vocal director, said, "Okay, now we're going to go to the scene with Cora and Tenzin." And I actually said, "Can you please say, can we go to the scene with Janet Varney and J.K. Simmons?" Just because I wanted to hear our two names said together. So I love the stuff with them because I love that sort of father-daughter relationship of, you know, wanting someone to be proud of you, but also kind of wanting to rebel against them at the same time. The most emotionally, and I'm sure this is true for many of you, intense episode for me and moment for me is when Lin Beifong, you know, makes the sacrifice that she makes. I just think that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on television, truly. You're welcome. Great question. They're all great questions. I love it. Oh,
It's okay, I'll fix it.
there's something poetic about it, and you might want to keep it broken. There's something there. So yeah.
Okay, so for season 1, there were a ton of stuff that was never addressed.
Here, come more so people can see. I never come more so.
So season 1, a lot of stuff didn't get addressed. One of the big ones was kind of addressed in the first episode, and that being Zuko's mom. Are we finally going to know what happened to Zuko's mom in the next season? No,
Okay.
no, you don't have to say what happens. You just have to say.
This is the problem, is that I can't remember. Yeah? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Next comic book.
Next comic book.
It's something that was talked about a lot when we were recording because we knew that question was going to get raised, and I just truly can't. I can't. This is what I warned you might happen.
I will take a hug.
I will give you a hug. I'm not gonna break your. I love that long pink hair.